This is a weekly reading for Capricorn. So a good shuffle. I'm running a weekly competition to win a personal video reading, and more details is at the end of the reading. So let's just lay down your 10 cards for the week. Right, let's have a look at what's been going on and what's going to show up for you. So the first card is in the here and now, the present situation, what's going on around you at this time. I've got the Queen of Wands, and it's really showing this interest in either creative or spiritual material, okay? Could well be that you've been looking at it on the internet, perhaps on YouTube, like this kind of thing, but also in books as well. It's really, really helping you. And I do sense you're becoming more and more in tune with your inner god or inner goddess here, okay? Could well be that you're starting to see signs, or you have been seeing signs from the universe, okay, or from the angels. So these could be like in the form of repeated numbers or synchronicities, okay? And there's a strong sense that these are there just to reassure you that you are on the right path here, okay? I just sense more passion coming in as well. So it could well be around matters of the heart here. And I just feel growth and expansion. It could well be that you have been going through a difficult time, but it was like this kind of sort of turnaround. It's a bit like roses grow from manure. So in spite of what you've been through, it's like this positive growth, you know, where it actually grows into a rose. Or you imagine like a seed, you know, the wind helps the seed to scatter, and then the rain helps the seed to grow, okay? So even though the wind and the rain are challenging, it actually grows into a beautiful plant, okay? And also I get like this acorn with you. It's like this potential you have, because inside the acorn is a potential to be this big oak tree. So I do sense you branching out in some respect as well. So it could be around business or around work, or you're going to be doing different things. I just sense a lot of spiritual and a lot of creative work with you. And you're also very psychic as well. I just see this black cat here is making itself known to me. So you could well like cats as well, or there's been some cats around you. But I just see these two faces as well. So there could well be someone around you who's two-faced. So watch out for that. It's like they say one thing to your face and then they go and talk about you behind your back, okay? So just be aware of that. So the card crossing, yeah, I mean, I just got that, didn't I? So I got the Two of Swords, which is two ways, okay, which is around this person, okay? And it could well be with you that you're unsure about a particular issue, okay? You're like being pulled one way and then the other. And it's interesting because you've got the moon and you've got the water, which is the heart, and then the swords, which is the mind. So it's like your heart is feeling one thing, perhaps wants to stay, but your mind is thinking something else, perhaps wants to go. And of course, what happens is you just end up just going around in circles. You're kind of sort of being pulled two ways here. I mean, I see this hard ground. It does indicate that you have been on hard ground. Things have been difficult for you, okay? It's a strong sense that you need to make up your mind around the situation once and for all, because you can't, you know, things are not changing in that respect. That's what I get here. Yeah, I mean, absolute confirmation here, you know, with the Two of Pentacles. Again, it's kind of being pulled two ways, and also shows that you have been, this is kind of looking back but coming to the present, but it shows you kind of sort of weighing up a situation. There's a lot of oohing and ahhing, and there's also a lot of extremes as well, you know, so it could well be a situation or people around this situation, perhaps one person in particular who's blowing hot and cold. It's like this coming and going type of energy. You know, look at the choppy ocean. You know, you've got two ships. One of the ships is you, and then the other ship is what you want. But because the sea is so choppy, those ships can't come together. So the feeling here is that once the mind settles, the emotions settle, those two ships can come together. You go towards what you want starts coming towards you, okay? Let's look more forward now and see what I get for you. That's better. Okay, I've got the Four of Pentacles, which is very much about more security and more certainty on the way to you. You've been waiting on some news, okay? This news is going to help you to make this choice. It kind of sort of leaves you in no doubt of what you need to do, okay? I just sense you've been waiting a long time, but most certainly here within the next 4 days, you're going to hear something. It's also about gaining more security. So you could well be waiting on some money or some news around work or a business situation. You know, again, that's on the way in the coming days for you as well. But more than anything, there's a strong sense of you gaining more security, more certainty, or even more commitment around a situation. So the gold, excuse me, the gold card is shown by the death card in the reversed position. Okay, so quite clearly you're wanting something to move to the next level here. Okay, but things just seem to be stuck. You know, they seem to be trapped. There's some unfinished business I'm getting here. Okay, and you may well wonder whether it's the beginning of the end or the end of the beginning. Okay, but what I do get is that it's the end of the beginning. Okay, but there is some unfinished business. It's like you're wanting something to move to the next level. It's like being in a computer game where you want to move to the next level, but you haven't picked up the key or the gold coin. Okay, once you pick up the key or gold coin, then there's a breakthrough. So in your sense, or in your situation, something needs to be resolved. Okay, something needs looking at, and then there's going to be this kind of sort of breakthrough. But quite clearly, your goal is for things to move to the next level, to gain more certainty or even more commitment. Subconsciously, I've got the Devil card here, okay, which can indicate there's a lot of toxic energy around you. There's a lot of toxic people or situations. I just sense one negative person in particular here, okay? And it kind of shows you kind of sort of tied, okay? So tied within yourself, but also tied on the outside. It's like you're needing this release within yourself. Once you find that release within yourself, then it'll start to show up on the outside, because everything starts off from within yourself, a bit like that acorn again, that potential to grow into a massive tree. Okay, so once you find the answer within yourself, then it will start to show up on the outside. So take care of yourself, you know, look after yourself. It's like a, you know, like a seed, isn't it? You water it and then step back, come back, water it again, and it grows quite nicely. But if you keep watering it all the time, then it just stunts the growth, or it kills the, you know, the plant, okay? So it's about nurturing yourself first. You know, it's like on a plane, you put on your own seatbelt first, and then, you know, the child's afterwards. It's that kind of energy I get here. So there's a strong sense, look after yourself first. Right, the advice card is shown by the 5 of Wands. There is a lot of conflict here, you know, around you, on the outside within yourself. It's an interesting card because looking at it, you know, are those people fighting? You know, are they playing a game or are they building something? So it's like these mixed signals, you know, which you've been getting. You really don't know where you stand, you know, around a situation. But I would say the advice here is to just break free from the situation. I know there's a lot of doubts, concerns, there's a lot of fear. Perhaps you fear letting go, you fear change, but that's the best course of action, because when you do that, you put yourself into the best possible position, and that's like the missing piece. You know, that's what you need to find, that within yourself. You need to realize that the best possible position is for you just to walk away. Okay, but you fear losing something, and that's why you've been staying. But the problem with that is nothing changes. Okay, and things just continue to go around in circles. It's like you're secure within the insecurity, where this way, even though initially it will be difficult, your heart will be trying to pull you back. If you stick with it for a week or two, it becomes a habit, and you won't go back. And then you'll notice that people and situations will start coming towards you. Yeah, quite clearly here with the Wheel of Fortune, it does show a change of luck, change of fortune on the way. This is kind of around you now. This is the type of energy. You know, look at the card. You've got these clouds and you've got the wheels spinning. Yeah, it's like these clouds are pushed out the way. So these obstacles, which are represented by clouds, are just pushed away. And as the clouds disperse, it reveals the sun. And of course, the sun is about brighter happenings and happiness. It's about a change of luck, a change of fortune on the way for you, okay? I don't believe in luck as such. It's like all the time, all the effort you put into a situation is going to come back in equal measure, okay? It's like you put yourself into a receiving mode, so stepping back, and then you start to receive. It's not taking, it's the opposite type of energy, because taking can be quite negative, which I feel someone has been doing around you, but it's like you step back and then you receive. So you get what you want, but you don't take it. So the next card is your hopes and your fears. Yeah, the Queen of Cups can show that you've been feeling extremely emotional, you know, around this situation. It's like you've been drowning drowning in your emotions and you fear that the same thing is going to happen over and over again. Don't get me wrong, it will be difficult for a while. It's like this transitional period, you know, it's like a plane going from one place to a better place and experiencing turbulence along the way. I'm also seeing a lot of water with these cards, okay? So there's a strong sense of water come down over you. So healing is taking place here. You may be worried about something, but everything is shown to work out for the best here. Then the outcome card is the Knight of Wands. Yeah, clearly it shows change here. But as I said, like initially, there will be this kind of sort of pushing and pulling, okay? Someone or some situation will try to pull you back, okay? And as you move further away, they'll try more and more and more. But you kind of put yourself into a position of power in a sense. It's like you become more in touch with your inner god or inner goddess, which is kind of showing where you're kind of at the moment, you know, and you're going to carry on reading up this stuff on spiritual and creative side of things, watching readings, videos, etc. So just initially it's difficult, but then you put yourself into a position where you can choose. So you can choose whether to have people or situations in your life, or you can just completely just move away. It's just a complete turnaround, you know, complete turnaround as shown by the Wheel of Fortune, because before you were giving other people your power. It's like you take back your power, and you deserve to take back your power because you've already given so much. And once, you know, you've got so much stored up for you, if you like, because everything comes back in the end. And it can only come back when you put yourself into a receiving mode, which you're going to. Right, letters are L, M, and P. Numbers are 1, 14, and 7. And if you want to enter the competition, it's just a comment with a crystal ball symbol, like I've got in the title. Like and share. And the winner will be announced on a Monday in a video. And also, thanks for the coffees. You know, there's a link in the description also in the video if you'd like to buy me a coffee. And thanks for the comments. I do reply to all comments. Thank you.